Now, you asked a question. You said you have your primary interest here today is inventory management. Essentially,
Right.
inventory management in our software is run there's two things to understand about inventory management. Well, there's probably more than two, but let's say there's two main areas of inventory that we like to consider in the software. The first is the inventory which you had prior to using Wink. So it's inventory that you purchased and which you accounted for before you started using Wink. Wink refers to that as an inventory opening balance. Okay?
Okay.
It's your opening balance. It's the inventory which you purchased before ever starting with Wink. It's inventory which you've accounted for in another software. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That is the basic thing. And why do we consider it opening inventory? Because we do not want to double account for it. You don't want to say that you paid $100 for that frame 6 months ago, and as soon as you start with Wink, it costs you $100 again. Okay?
Okay.
Now, we said that you guys currently have about 1,500 frames in your store. And the
Right.
decision that we made is that we're not actually going to start entering the data for all those 1,500 frames. We're just going to basically say, okay, we're going to create a product, and we're going to call it something generic, like generic frame, or just call it a frame, and we're going to put the quantity at 1,500. That's going to immediately insert 1,500 frames in your inventory, but we haven't really entered the data related to any of those frames. So you see, we did that right here. We called it store frame, and we said that there was 1,200 of them. Done.
Okay.
So we didn't actually sit there and enter all that data. Okay? So your opening inventory is done. We've entered all 1,200 frames.
Okay.
How did we do it? We came here in frames, and I'm going to open up this frame. See this? Store frame, opening balance, 1,200.
Okay.
We basically just created a frame, and we said the opening balance for this frame was 1,200. So we've immediately put it in. So let me review the process for your opening inventory. Okay, there's basically three ways to do this. Option one is what I just did here. I come in here, I write store, where I write your company name, I write model frame, I opening balance 1,200, save. That immediately puts 1,200 frames into your inventory. We haven't really tracked anything, we haven't really done anything properly, but at least the 1,200 frames are in your inventory and we can start selling. That is the fastest way to do it. Option number two is to use frames data, which you have. So option number two is this. You would take a frame off your shelf. Pick a frame, preferably a frame that's going to be in frames data, so a branded frame from one of the big suppliers, manufacturers, you know, something like that.
Okay.
You've got it?
Yeah.
Give me the model number for that frame, please. Oh, first of all, does the frame have a UPC code on it?
No. I have no frames with any UPC codes on in my store.
Okay, well, of course not, because you've already received them. But if you hadn't removed the UPC code, you could just scan it in here. Alternatively, give me the model number.
Model number.
Exactly. Give me your model number.
It's V2650.
Enter.
Correct. Color 233.
This one?
Yes.
And select. Okay?
Perfect.
So what it does now is it said it's the Valentino 2650. Here's all your information. All you have to do is come in here and say, what's your price?
Okay.
How much do you want to sell it for? How much?
330.
330. Right?
Right.
Now, see this field min price? This refers to your employee's ability to negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the minimum price that you would want this frame sold for? You could leave it at 0, which basically allows your employees to do things like 2-for-1 promotions or whatever. Or you can say, absolutely not. I never want this frame to be sold for less than $200, for example.
Right.
So it's up to you. A lot of people leave this min price at 0. Other people set it to be something else. What would you like?
0.
0. There you go. To move out of the cell, you press Tab. Your default price is 300, and then you click on Add to Store Inventory.
Okay.
Next, you're going to click on Save and Print.
Save and print.
Finally, you click on Print.
Okay.
Did it come out properly? Clear, clean. Does it have that ink mark on it like it did yesterday? You might want to fold it back and forth, up and down a little bit, and then it tears easier.
Oh, that's annoying.
Well, so one thing is you don't actually have to do this for one frame at a time. I mean, right now we just did one, but if you were going to do your 1,200 frames, I would say pull out like 10 at a time, right? You don't have to do each and every single one folding up and down. I mean, that would be crazy. You'll figure it out. Okay?
Okay.
So that's how you're going to barcode all of your opening inventory. Now, just to show you that, and I know that everyone has a different learning style, and you like to take notes, and that's great. But truly, this is not only me explaining; it's you actually doing. Once you've done this a few times, you're going to understand the whole process. So
I know.
Pick up another frame.
Just bring me another 3. Just bring me the Valentinos. I'm just going to do this right now.
He wants to see you do it so that he knows you know.
Okay, so I'm going to do the 2650.
Hold on, look. Okay, you type 2650, right? Because you type 2650, the system pulls out everything that has a 2650 in it. What you want is the model number, which starts with a V, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Enter the full model number.
Perfect. On my little tag, I just wrote 2650, and that's what I was looking at. So now I need to make sure I look at the frame to verify. Enter, correct? Perfect. And then it's the 0015416. Select. Perfect. The default price is going to be $330. Add to
Store
inventory, because I'm going to leave the minimum price at 0. And then I'm going to save and print. Press print. And that's the second one. Okay, good. Okay, so that's how easy it is to put in your inventory because you've got frames data connected. Okay, you can basically go through your entire store and you can just put all your data in. It shouldn't take you very long at all, and actually it would be our preferred method. There is a third way to enter opening inventory. The third way to enter opening inventory is to provide us with an Excel spreadsheet of all of your frames. What you would provide us with is the brand, model, color, size, and price. I do actually have that, but it's not 100% accurate. So I would just prefer to just do it this way.
Yes, and I would prefer that you did it that way as well. Especially since the other data is probably not as good, and this data is going to be perfect. And by the way, not only that, but because you have frames data, one of the big advantages that you now have is that frames data also provides you with the wholesale price for each of these frames, which is important for insurance and a number of other things. And you notice that I haven't entered your cost here for any of these frames because it's your opening inventory. Maybe you bought this a year ago. You probably don't remember what you paid for it. But in frames data, they have the wholesale price, which is probably very close to, if not exactly identical to, the price that you paid, in which case, when you want to do profitability reports, the data is perfect. So, because you made a good choice signing up with Frames Data. It's and it's the reason why we integrated with them. It gives you access to all of this. The only people that I would tell to give me a list of all their frames so that we could import it, those are people who didn't sign up with Frames Data. I would say just give me a list of all your frames and I'll import your data for you. Importing the data doesn't mean you have barcodes on the frames. You still have to barcode everything, but at least the data is in the system. So you don't need that. You've got frames data. So this is how you are going to barcode all your opening inventory. Pretty straightforward.
Okay, I'm going to do one more.
Go ahead.
Oopsie, Oopsie. Whoops. How do I go back?
Just go cancel. Just hit cancel.
Oh.
Cancel.
Okay. Oops. Oh, so it went back to the...
No.
Enter. Sorry. Right?
Yep, now it pops up.
26.53.01.
Do your retail
And then
price.
select.
And then hit
Yeah.
add to inventory.
Okay, hold on, look.
Uh-huh.
You clicked on add to inventory, right? You actually did it twice.
Oh.
So
Okay.
now you've just added this thing to your inventory twice.
Okay.
So what you want to do is we actually want to reduce this by one. We don't want to print both of them, right?
Okay.
We don't want to print this one.
Okay.
Okay? So this barcode 1206, we don't want to print it. We're going to say
delete it?
We'll delete that in just a moment. That's an inventory adjustment that has to be done. Okay? So, and we're going to say it's not active. So once that's done, now you click Save and Print.
Okay. Okay. Now how do I delete what I did?
Current inventory. Frames. This is everything that we've entered so far. As you can see, we've got these Valentinos right over here. And as you can see, I've got a Valentino 2653, and the quantity in my store right now is 2.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
Yes.
So what you want to do is you want to go here under Adjust Inventory.
Okay.
And you want to say Frames. What's your product? V2653. Enter. Which one is it?
It was the 001, the one at the very top.
It was that one, right?
Yeah.
Action. Remove. Quantity 1.
Okay.
Comment. Mistake during barcoding of opening inventory. Okay? So you're removing 1, and you click on Save. Done.
Okay. Okay.
Close. Come back into current inventory now. Frames. And now this Valentino 2653, your quantity is
1.
There you go.
Okay. Now a question. The product, everything except the Valentino, I want to delete. How do I do that now?
We got this Swiss Francs and this Costa del Mar, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to see it, I can click right here, Adjust Inventory.
Okay.
Here it is. Action, you can also set it to 0, and this was just called Practice.
Okay.
Okay? And I save. Done.
Okay.
Close. Notice how it still says -1 here?
Yeah.
Because the page hasn't refreshed. If I was to close, I can refresh it, and now it says 0.
Okay.
Okay? Same thing. You do the next one. You first select it, then you right-click on it.
Okay, select it, right-click on it,
And now you want to adjust the inventory.
adjust the inventory, and then what do I do?
See in the middle it says Adjustment Action, Set to. You can add, remove, or you can set it to be 0. So just set to quantity of 0. In your comment, write Practice, and hit Save.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and close.
Okay.
Now if you want, you can refresh your page, or you can go to the last item. Store.
No.
What?
Yep.
I'm going to remove it.
Well, remove or set to is the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Right? You either set to 0 or you remove 1197. It's the same thing.
Okay.
The result
So
will
what
be
do
the
you
same.
prefer me to do?
Whatever you prefer. There's many ways to do it. It's same set to 0. It's faster.
It's faster? Okay. Set to
Okay.
0, quantity 0, and I press save, correct?
You could enter a comment to explain it, because you always need to think that 6 months from now, a year from now, you might say, hey, how come I removed 1,200 frames from my inventory?
Got you.
And now,
Okay. Then save.
If you hit refresh, it'll go to 0.
Okay, and then I close it out, and then refresh it will make it perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do the Prada. Adjust. Set to 0.
hold on. This Prada is actually in your store, and we actually did enter it properly by receiving it the way it should be.
Did you put the barcode and put it on the shelf?
We did. I actually put the barcode on the box, and it is not on the shelf because I didn't know if you were going to, you know, again, it was done properly, but I didn't know
I
if
think
you were going
no,
to.
he was just practicing it, but
So-
now I got to find it and put
Ted,
the barcode.
I want to make that one a practice also so that she can do it herself.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to practice this the right way, because this could happen, okay? Do you have that barcode in front of you?
No, that's the
Okay,
thing is that
no problem.
I think he was practicing things and not really putting it on the frame and putting it out. It was
get
just
it.
for fun.
I get it. So what you want to do right now is you don't want to go and delete things. See, this is part of showing you guys how the software works. What all you want to do is you want to reprint the barcode. Okay? This is something that might happen as you're working with the software. You might, you know, the barcode may not print properly when it comes out of that printer. You just want to reprint it. You need to understand every barcode is unique. Every barcode is unique, and therefore, and it is a way of that we track what's in the software and what tracks your inventory. So you don't just go out and print 5 barcodes for the same frame, because in doing so, you may have actually increased your inventory by 5.
Okay.
Okay, so if you lose a barcode, or if it doesn't print properly, or something happens to the barcode, you just want to reprint it.
Okay.
So this does not increase your inventory. So add barcodes. If you had that barcode in front of you, you could just scan it here. Do you have that barcode in front of you?
No.
We don't even know where it is.
Therefore, if you don't know your barcode number, click here to generate a brand new one. This will generate a new barcode number, but will not increase the count in your inventory.
Okay.
So now, what is the model number of this frame, which is already in the inventory? What is the model number?
Okay.
Now, stop. You must write the full product, the full model name. If you only write the number, it's going to look for everything in the database that has a 26QS. If you start with PR space 26QS, which is what the model number is, it'll find exactly the product that you want.
Okay.
There you go. And now press enter or find. There you go. Which PR26QS are you looking for?
It's this one right here.
Perfect. Click on it and click select. And there you have it. Now hit the print button and print. Okay?
Yep.
And now you see the advantage of doing it that way is that it didn't increase our count. See, Prada, we still only have 1. I just printed another barcode. I didn't change my inventory quantities.
Right.
All right? So, what have we covered so far? We've covered how to barcode your opening inventory. We've covered how to look for your current inventory. We've covered how to do an inventory audit. How to adjust your inventory. And we've covered how to reprint a barcode.
I think that's all we should do today.
Well, if you'd like, we can pick up the rest later. There's quite a few other things. We have reports, okay? We have inventory reports that we can show you. Like, for example,
the the last thing I want you to show me before you do all that stuff, because you'll lose me and I'll forget everything, is just how to scan in, how to receive the new product.
Okay. So the last thing that we're going to show you is how to receive new products from your new suppliers. Again, opening inventory is the frames that you bought before you started with Wink. Those frames, to barcode them, you come here, you click File, Barcode Opening Inventory. The frames, the brand new products that you're going to receive from your suppliers, those brand new products, you have to receive them in your inventory, and we are going to take into account the cost of each of those items. In order to do so, you're going to click here, Product Receive Transfer.
Okay, hold on. So I'm going to go to the receiving, and then I'm going to click Product, what was it called?
Receive/transfer.
Receive, Transfer.
Transfer is because of other stores, so it's always really
Okie doke.
Okay. So what first appears is a list of all invoices from any suppliers related to any products that we've received in the past. And I already created a couple of these a couple days ago. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new one. This is a recreation of your supplier's invoice. What you're going to do now is you're going to select your supplier from this list of suppliers. Which supplier would you like to enter? Which invoice would you like to enter in the system now?
Luxottica.
I can type Lux.
Perfect.
Okay. And your account number.
Okay.
Next, what is the invoice number?
123-456-789-10-11-12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we go into scan barcode or enter product name. Does this frame still have the UPC code on it?
Yes.
Scan it.
Oh, you know what? I have writing on it.
Okay, so we can't really scan the barcode. No problem. Just type the model number, just like we did before.
Okay.
Perfect. Continue. Press enter.
Okay, this is the 183C, 180, this one.
Now hit select.
There you go. Notice the price that pops up. This is the wholesale price. If that's the price you paid, then great. If not, change it.
Okay. It is.
It is great. Next, click. What you want to do right now is you want to enter your retail price now.
Right.
So you're going to click on More, and you're going to say Update Retail Price. What is your default price for this frame?
$325.
Go ahead and enter it. Is there a min price? No. Click Save. There you go. Done. Anything else you'd like to write about this frame?
No.
Are there any other products related to this invoice?
No.
This is the only frame on.
Then you click on Save. Is this the total price of the invoice?
Yes.
Yes.
There you go. Then click on Save. Now click on Print Barcodes
Bottom right.
and click Print. There you go. Would you like to create a new invoice?
Yes.
Go ahead and click on New. Now you realize if an invoice had 20, 30 frames on it, you could do all 20, 30 at a time. You just so happen that you have one invoice per frame here. So, one frame per invoice. So we're just going through this one step at a time. So go ahead, click on the next one, click on New to create your next invoice.
This one right here, right?
Correct.
Okay. Luxottica.
Still the same Luxottica. Everything's the same. So
So I need to go to the invoice number, correct?
Correct. Enter the document number.
Okay. Okay.
And now go there and either scan the UPC code or enter the full model number of that frame.
Okay, and so I click enter.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, and then it's the HAQ 101 in a 55.
Yeah, that one. Select. More.
It's 120.
Oh, look, you see it's already there. It remembers it from last time.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't have to update it. See, you see how the price? Okay, you see how it says here, retails for $315? It's remembering it.
Okay.
So all you have to do is hit save in the bottom left, and then the print barcodes becomes available. Print barcodes was right before, and now it's ready to go.
And so I save and print it?
Yeah, and then print again. Okay, let's attach that one so we know we did it.
I'd like to show you one last thing. I'm going to click on New. I'm going to say that I'm receiving something from Luxottica again, okay, and I'm going to put any old name, and I'm going to write
Barack Obama.
Okay, this is the
Obama
frame. Okay, enter. See that?
Yeah.
That means that this product is not in frames data. It means that this product was not previously created by you or another member of your staff. Okay. Therefore, you have to click on Create New Product. You're going to have to manually create the product. How do you do that? You start here by clicking on Create New Product, then you click on Frame. You now will come in here and you will type
Barack Obama.
eye size 50, 18, 135. Color name or color code? Color name brown. Color code C03. I don't know. I'm just making things up. Right? Cost price. You can enter your cost if you'd like. Well, for this frame I paid $135. Hit the check mark. Retail price. For this thing I'm selling it for $300. Click the green check mark. And then you click on Save. Once you do that, whatever you've created here has automatically been added to your supplier's invoice.
Okay.
And then you click on Save. Okay? Go ahead, show us how to barcode your opening inventory. Now,
Okay.
go ahead and type it. So the first thing that you would do is you would type TH0651, right? Enter. And the system's gonna say it doesn't exist. Then you're gonna come in here, you're gonna try it different ways, and everything you try is not gonna work because this product does not exist. Okay. So now what do you want to do?
Create a new product.
Go for it.
Okay, tag where how you want it to be.
What's H-E-U-E-R?
0511.
I think you have to write T-H space.
Okay, however you want it.
T-H
space 0511. 57, 16, 140.
16, 140.
Okay, tab to code, and its code is 008. And then you're going to...
So we don't want to enter the cost price because it's your opening inventory. You don't even remember it. You bought it 6 months ago. You're not going to go looking through your whole filing cabinet. So you just go to retail price, not MSRP. This is the manufacturer's suggested retail price. You want to enter your default retail price. Go ahead and enter it.
$299.
If you happen to know the manufacturer's suggested retail price, you could have typed it there. Now, is this a product that you would sell with tax?
No.
Then click the green check mark. Perfect. Inventory opening balance. We're not going to enter anything here because we're already in the opening balance page. If I was to put a 1 here and I click on this other thing over here,
You'll have 2.
all right, if I put 1 here and I click add to, now I'm going to have 2. So we're not going to do this. So realistically, when you're in your opening inventory page, all you're going to do is enter your brand, your model, your dimensions, your color, and your price. And then you click on Save. Bingo, it adds it all in there for you. And what do you do next?
Add to
Store.
inventory.
You got it.
Save and print.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So guess what? You are now the inventory expert.
Oh,
Yeah. So you've got everything there. Just you know, basically what you're going to be doing probably for the next day or so is barcoding all your opening inventory. Once that's done, you're going to come over here. You're going to click on Product Receive Transfer to start receiving all of those new products. Remember to always have your invoice in your hand when you do it. In case you ever make any mistakes, you can adjust your inventory over here. And if ever you lose a barcode, you can reprint it here.
okay. So
Sounds
let me
good?
absorb all that and do some work, and I'll call you.
Fantastic. All right, guys. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.